Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah and I'm a flower farmer in East Yorkshire in the UK, and I just wanted to make this video, which is the first video of 2024, just to let you in on my plans for 2024, what is happening at Bloom and Gray and what has happened in the last couple of days that means that my plans for the year ahead have had to change overnight. So I'm going to let you in on that in a couple of seconds, but I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who supported me in 2023. The YouTube channel was really successful again and I hit 30,000 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos, and I hope that you feel that your time spent watching the videos and subscribing to me is reciprocated in the things that you learn about growing flowers, etc., and just the enjoyment that you get to see from me filming what I do for a living. So I will also be this year, as well as making YouTube videos, I will be releasing a couple of new online courses, and one of those is due to be released next month, which is in February, and that will be a foundation course in growing cut flowers. So in that course I will be covering everything from planning your cut flower patch, successional sowing, feeding and caring for your plants, bed preparation, harvesting, etc. We'll be covering a plethora of topics in that online course, and if you want to be the first to hear about its release and any kind of perks that you get for being one of the first people to sign up, then you can join my email list, and there you will be the first one to find out about new online courses, etc., and any new products that are released from Bloom and Gray. So you may be able to hear the wind and the rain that is going on outside of the polytunnel, and luckily the polytunnel has remained unscathed in the recent storms that we've been having here in the UK. However, my teepee, which is the icon of Bloom and Gray, it is kind of a landmark in the village. Lots of people can see it from the main road and recognise it as a local landmark. My teepee was totally damaged and destroyed in the storm that we had yesterday evening, so we spent the whole full day yesterday taking the canvas off, emptying out the teepee and saying goodbye to the teepee, because I will not be replacing it. It's very sad because the teepee has been here on the farm for the last 6 years. I've welcomed literally hundreds, and I was wondering yesterday even whether it's thousands of people into the teepee for flower arranging workshops, Christmas workshops, hen parties, birthday parties, even New Year's Eve celebrations and things like that we've done personally in the teepee. We've done so much in there and we've created lots of memories in there, so it was sad to see it go yesterday, but it is a constant source of stress for me and Rob. We're constantly worried about whether it is going to tear in a storm or whether it's going to still be there in the morning when we get bad weather. We've spent many nights out in the wind and rain, pegging it down, making sure that it doesn't blow away in the wind, and I'm honestly just glad to not have that stress on my shoulders anymore, because it has been a constant source of worry and kind of a bit of a money pit, if I'm honest, for the last few years. So I am looking forward to moving on to something that's going to be a little bit more dependable and substantial moving forward. The shame of it is that the teepee is so unique, and it has been kind of, like I said, iconic and kind of very kind of tied in with the image of my business for the last few years. And I've had lots of comments from people about how it's been a really lovely Christmassy experience when people have been able to come and do Christmas wreath making workshops with me. So what I need to be able to do is create that same feeling in whatever space that I'm going to be using in the future. So I've got some pressure on my shoulders when it comes to that kind of thing, but hopefully we'll be able to nail it. I got lots of nice comments yesterday about the teepee being like a representation of my own heart and soul, so hopefully I'll be able to put my heart and soul into something else and we will be able to create the same feeling in there. So the reason this has put a spanner in the works is because every year I have a strategy meeting with myself in January, and I kind of categorise all the income that I've made in the year previous and rank it according to how much income it has brought me the previous year. So I can look at what is making me money, what isn't, what's causing me a lot of effort and what is relatively easy way to make money, and I can strategize how I'm going to continue in the year ahead. And it kind of helps me to put goals in place so that I know where I'm going to be making money in the year ahead. Pretty simple kind of goal setting kind of scenarios. So last week even, I sat down and planned how I was going to be making my money in 2024 in theory, and in-person workshops in the TP is one of the big ways that I make money here on the farm. I do summer workshops with picking flowers, arranging flowers, and then one of the big portions of my income is my Christmas wreath making workshops, which I do in November and December, and that is something that I'm probably never going to give up. That just is a really good earner for me, so I'm going to continue on to do it. One of the things that was lacking a little bit in 2023 was my summer flower workshops. So my strategy for 2024 was to be doing more summer flower workshops. So I kind of put a figure in there in my Excel spreadsheet of how much money I wanted to make on flower arranging workshops this summer, and then the week later my TP got destroyed, so that is my workshop space gone, and in theory that income for this season is gone as well. So I need to be looking into a new workshop space, and I already have something in mind, but obviously it's going to cost money to put that into place. But that is just something that we're going to have to roll with. It's just one of the ups and downs of farming, so, and kind of working with nature, etc. So I am going to continue to think about the new workshop space. I'm not going to kind of reveal my ideas just yet, but I will obviously be taking you along on the journey with me, and it will be exciting, hopefully, to set up a new workspace, and hopefully I'm going to be able to recoup the potential losses that I'm going to make this year by not having a TP. So hopefully I'll still be able to run at least my Christmas workshops, and hopefully I will even be able to squeeze in a couple of summer workshops. Even if I schedule a couple of summer workshops which are pick your own, for example, if the weather's good, we don't necessarily need an indoor space. So there's always wiggle room, there's always ways that we can come up with solutions to things. So I'm trying to stay on the positive side, and I'm looking forward to the season ahead. Moving on, I just want to give a tour of what's going on in the fields at the moment, and then I'm going back inside because it's pretty windy and miserable out here. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me that well because of the wind, but I'll just give you a whistle-stop tour quickly, and then obviously throughout the season we'll be going into a little bit more detail about everything. So this is my back flower field is what I call it, and that's just because it's round the back of the farm, and I have always just grown annuals in this field. As you can see, a lot of the weed membrane has blown up just because of the wind that we've been having, and I actually sowed all of this field with a cover crop and all of my new flower field, but the pigeons ate all of the seed, so I need to come up with a strategy for that next season, because I can't have the pigeons eating all of my seeds because I'm never going to be able to grow cover crops. So this field was originally, it's always been annuals and it was going to stay annuals. However, in this winter I've noticed that my new flower field has flooded quite a bit, and what I don't want to do is risk all of my perennials and dahlia tubers in a flooded field. So I think what I'm going to be doing is moving my perennials into this field and using my new flower field as an annual field, which is probably going to be more dry over the summer period. So this is my new flower field. Last season I just had cover crops on it all season, and it was amazing. I loved seeing all of the bees in here. It was unreal actually, the amount of bees that I had in here. So what you can see now is the residue from that cover crop there, and my plans were to grow a really nice thick rye cover crop over the winter and be able to crimp it down in the spring and make no dig beds on top of the crimped down straw from the rye. But as I mentioned, the pigeons had all of my seed, so this has been empty all winter, which has been a massive shame, and it goes against my principles of keeping the ground covered. I mean, it is kind of covered with the straw, but it's quite thin in patches. and keeping a living root in the soil. So there aren't any living roots in there at the moment, which is a shame. But what I'm hoping to do maybe is put a quick spring cover crop in it before I plant my annuals in here. So this is going to be annuals. I've had a little switch around, a rethink after for a few weeks this winter there has been a lot of standing water in that corner over there. So in order to prevent my expensive perennials rotting away in the ground there, I'm going to avoid that hopefully by planting my perennials in my other field. So I've got lots of work to do in the next couple of months, digging up perennials, digging up dahlias and moving them into my new field, and also in the next month starting off all of my new seedlings for the field behind me, and hopefully having a successful season ahead. Like I said before, if you want to take part in my new online courses, or you just want to find out more information, then sign up to my email subscription list, and very shortly I'm going to start putting out some information about those so you can find out more, find out whether it'll be suitable for you, and hopefully we can all learn to grow better flowers together. And also remember that I am very passionate about soil health, and that is something else that I want to be bringing to you as part of all of my courses, and also as part of some dedicated courses as well. So hopefully by the summertime we will have something soil health related as well, because that is something that I'm really passionate about, something that I really want to share more of and continue to research and experiment with, and I know you guys enjoy that too. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to, pop down in the comments what your goals are for 2024. Let's hold each other accountable, and once you've vocalized it, it makes it more likely that you are going to achieve those goals. So put them down in the comments, we can discuss what our goals are for 2024, and hopefully we can egg each other on to have a successful year ahead. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.